Hey guys, it's been a while. I haven't filmed in a very long time, but I thought I would film this coming week. I don't know what I want this video to be. I don't know if I want it to be a weekly vlog. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Yesterday I went book shopping a little bit. I've actually done a lot of book shopping recently, and so I thought I'd start this video with showing you guys a little book haul. I have a huge stack of books which I've accumulated since I last filmed. Half of the books are presents from Christmas last year, and half of them I've bought since Christmas. I think I bought these literally in the last week or so because I've been in a little reading mood recently. I kind of started the year not reading a lot actually. I read literally nothing in January and February. Well, actually, I was reading in January and February, I just didn't really pick up a book much, and I didn't finish it until like March or Feb. I didn't finish it until like end of Feb. So, but since then, I've been in a really big reading mood. But I thought I'd start off with talking about the books that I received as Christmas presents. And so these are these books here. Let's start with The Wedding People by Alison Esbach. I don't know. I picked this up, I read this one, and this is the book that got me back into a really good reading mood recently. So love that. I really enjoyed this one. I guess I'll go to Project Hail Mary. This one was so good. I got gifted this in Christmas because I heard really good things about Project Hail Mary, and the movie has now come out, and I literally watched it yesterday and it was really good. This was so good. So good. I love Rocky. Rocky has my heart. Rocky is an alien rock, by the way. The next two books I have are from the Beartown series by Frederick Brockman. I have the first book and I have the third book, but I don't have the second book. I'm excited to read those. And then this one's a little bit funny. I have Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft. If you guys don't know, I love Tinkerbell. I love the Pixie Hollow world. I love everything. I love those movies. They have my heart. This book is essentially, I think it's fan fiction essentially, but I also think it's like legitness. I'm excited to read that one. My brother got me this. Didn't expect him to get this for me, but I'm excited. Anyway, those are the books that I got for Christmas. Now let's talk about the books that I bought recently in the last week or so. Lots of different genres. The first one I bought was Red Rising. And I bought this because I was reading Project Hail Mary at the time, and I was like, I think I want to get into fantasy. Turns out this is not fantasy. Apparently this is sci-fi. I don't know what in my head told me this was fantasy. This is a very popular series by Pierce Brown. It sounds intriguing. I've heard good things about it. Didn't realize it was sci-fi. And then I picked up Remarkably Bright Creatures. And this is the one about the octopus. I don't know much about it, but it's an octopus. I think it's coming out on Netflix, and I was like, I want to read that before I watch it. The next two, which I bought yesterday, are these two. I have The Favorites by Lane Fargo and My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. All I know is this has drama in it, and I like that. I'm excited to read this one. Don't know if I'm a fan of that cover though. Anyway, that's that one. And then I got My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante because I love Melissa. This is a really popular series. It's the first book in the Neapolitan Quartet, and it follows these two best friends named Elena and Lila? I don't know, pretty names though. I hope I get into it though. I don't know if I will, but I hope I do. I have one book from the library which I need to return this week, and it's Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams, and this is the third book in the When in Rome series. Oh, I read this one and I enjoyed it. I recommend it if you want something cute and fun and small town romancy. I got my Kindle. I put on a new case because I realized my old case, which had like magnets on this side so I could put a pop socket on it, it's been scratching my screen, so that's great. Let's talk about the books I read recently, I guess. I reread People We Meet on Vacation at the start of the year, and I think that's what got me into a slump. The movie came out on Netflix, or was about to come out on Netflix, and I was like, oh, I want to reread the book before the movie comes out, because I remember reading the book back in high school and I did not like it. Anyway, so I reread that. And then I read Fake Skating by Lynn Painter. A little high school romance, very cutesy, had an ice hockey element, love that. It was just a fun, good time, I guess. I read, what's it called? The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer, which is the fourth book in the Vancouver Storm series, which is like an ice hockey romance series. I just needed something lighthearted, easygoing, very digestible. Didn't need much brain power to get through it because I just finished Project Hail Mary before reading that one. And that one was a lot of thinking, but I needed something easygoing for my brain to read after Project Hail Mary. So I picked up The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer, and that was a good time. I guess we will see which book I pick up next. I don't know. I will see you guys. I don't know when. We'll see. You need.
Mind you, you're not like 10 o'clock.
Hey guys, so it's been a few days since I last updated the vlog, but I went on a few errands this morning and I stopped by the library to drop off the book I had borrowed. And while I was at the library, I decided to look around, have a little browse. I wasn't looking for anything in particular, but I came across a bunch of Olivia Blake books, and I haven't read any of her books before, but I know she is very popular. And I found Alone With You in the Ether in this large print copy. I've never seen this book cover ever. All I know is the one with the white grayish cover with literally like nothing on it. But yeah, I saw this copy of Alone With You in the Ether, and I've heard good things about that book. I think some people either like it or they don't like it, and I hope I'm one of those people who do like it. I actually have no idea what this book is about, but I read the blurb and I read the first page while I was at the library, and it sounds pretty good, so I'm excited to read that one. I don't know when I will read it. I have about a month to read this book, so we'll see when I pick it up. But now I'm home, and I thought I would give you guys a little reading update because the last time I updated you guys, I didn't decide on a book yet. But later that night, I decided to pick up Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, and I'm now halfway through the book, and I'm enjoying it so far. I went into the book not really knowing anything other than that we're in the perspective of the octopus named Marcellus. And as I've been reading the book, I realized we don't actually get his perspective as much as I thought we would have his perspective. And his chapters are only like 1 page long at most, but his character is definitely very interesting, and I do like his storyline and his personality. Other than Marcellus, we are following Tova, who was a widow and a mother who unfortunately lost her son many years ago, and there's a mystery surrounding his death. And now she's at a point in her life where she's very old and she can't really do things on her own as much, but she refuses to be dependent on people and she likes to keep to herself. And yeah, she really struggles to, I guess, be vulnerable and be open to other people, but she has a group of people who do look out for her and do worry for her. So yeah, we're following Tova, and then we're also following another character, Cameron, who's like a 30-year-old guy, orphaned kind of. He only has his aunt. He's at a point in his life where nothing is going for him, and we're kind of following his journey to uncovering his past and finding his father. I don't really know if I like Cameron that much, but I am interested in where his storyline is going. So yeah, those are our 3 main characters. I am very intrigued by them. I find them very interesting and I'm invested in their stories. And I'm now at the part of the book where their 3 storylines kind of are intertwining. So yeah, that is my reading update for now. I'm definitely going to do some more reading later tonight, and I will speak to you guys when I get further into the book. Hey guys, it is now Thursday night. It's been a little bit since I last updated you guys, but I thought I would give a little reading update because I finished Remarkably Bright Creatures last night and I really enjoyed this one. I think I would rate the book around like 4 stars. I wasn't super duper in love with the book, but I definitely was invested in the characters and the storyline, and it really was a joy to watch them grow and see their character development throughout the story. I thought we would get more of Marcellus's point of view in the story because I feel like most people talk about the octopus in the story, and the book is really marketed around how you get the perspective of an octopus in the story. But I don't know, as I was reading it, I really thought we would get more of Marcellus's perspective, but we didn't really get his point of view as much as I thought we would. We definitely get his perspective every now and then, but even then it's only like 1 or 2 pages long and it's very succinct and precise, which that definitely coincides with his personality, so I guess that does really capture him perfectly. But I don't know, I think it would have been more fun to get his perspective because I did really like his thoughts, and his chapters are the ones where we are in his point of view, like he is directly speaking to us, whereas the rest of the book is in 3rd person. I very much liked how it was character driven, yet it had a little bit of a mystery subplot which keeps you entertained throughout the book. The story definitely became full circle towards the end, and it was polished off very nicely and very beautifully, and I definitely enjoyed it. And I think it was such a beautiful story about grief and about family, and a very touching story with little bits of humor, which was very enlightening. But yeah, I definitely recommend this book if you are looking for a literary read and something a bit mundane, a bit easygoing, but also a little bit fun, a little bit exciting, and a little bit mysterious. Just a tiny bit. But yeah, so those are my thoughts around Remarkably Bright Creatures, and I was kind of just sitting here thinking, should I pick out my next read with you guys? Okay, so you're currently looking at the bottom shelf of my bookshelf because this is where I keep more of my more recent books, and these are the ones that I showed you earlier in the video. But I think I was leaning towards The Favorites by Lane Fargo because, I don't know, I think I want some drama. Okay, so I made my decision very quickly, and I'm going to choose to read The Favorites by Lane Fargo. I am excited to read this one because I know there's a lot of drama in this, and I think it's fast-paced. Like, the chapters look very short, and brief, and the formatting is different every now and then. Like, they have little interview segments throughout the book, and so I think that will definitely keep me on my toes and keep me very entertained. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it before I upload this video, but we will see. I don't know how long I want to keep vlogging for. But I also thought it would be fun to pick out a sticky note. I like to put a bunch of sticky notes here so that I can easily just peel them off and then tab certain parts of the book that I really enjoy or that I think are very crucial to the plotline. So I think I will do that. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick because there's so many beautiful colors on this. It is now Sunday. It's been a few days since I last updated you guys and since I last started reading the favorites. So I started this on Thursday night and I'm only about 75 pages in. I'm up to chapter 15. First impressions, it is very interesting and very intriguing, but we're mostly following Katerina and Heath, and we're following the development of their relationship personally as well as professionally in the field of ice dancing. So yeah, we have a past and present timeline where the past timeline is in Katerina's point of view and she's kind of telling the story to us of what's happened and her thoughts at the time. And then in the present timeline, it's told through an interview documentary kind of style where it's kind of mostly just like dialogue. But yeah, it's very interesting so far. It's very dramatic, very intense, and very insane kind of low-key, but I don't know, it's just very intense. But yeah, I'm having fun with this so far. I'm slowly getting through it and I'm excited to see how it ends. It is quite a long book and the text is very small, but interested to see how it ends, even though we already know how it kind of ends because in the prologue we see where Katerina and Heath end up, but we just don't know how they got to that point, if that makes sense. I'm very interested to see Katerina's development as a character as well as Heath's. So yeah, it is Sunday now. It's been a week since I started this vlog and I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys are having a lovely day or a lovely week and hopefully you're doing a little bit of reading too. But yeah,